They don't tell you what it feels like when your launch for your business flops. Okay? And I'm here to keep it real with y'all today because it happened to me. Of course, I thought it was going to sell out. But guess what? They lied. Nobody bought it. Nobody bought it. Hey, it's Riley Ray, and I'm back with another video. So, y'all, today I'm talking to y'all as Big CEO Riley. Okay? Big CEO Riley. Okay? Today, I really want to get real with y'all about something nobody talks about. So make sure y'all get y'all journals and y'all pens, okay? What happens when your big launch just flops? Y'all, that happened to me. So I understand. I feel your pain, girl. This the product right here. It's a Lace Untouchable Glam Like Riley. This is when I had my hair company. I was fully doing my hair company. I still wear my own hair, but I sell it to only like my family and my friends. But part of our business, we had the elastic bands. You know, you can't have a hair company without the accessories. So I wanted to make some lace bands to go with my bundles. But y'all, that was a flop. It was a flop. Let me get into it. So I'm sharing my first launch story, the gut punch failures. Exactly what I learned that really just changed the game for me. So this all started when I had an idea for this product that I thought was going to change everything for my brand, like I said. So I went on Canva. I was working real hard to design how I wanted the band to look. I even convinced my mom to help me out to invest in the product. I think these products cost $500 for about 80. I got a lot of these. They are right here, just sitting. But now I give them to my hair clients, and we'll get into that a little later down the video. Okay, y'all, so I was 17 at the time. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, but I lived on the outskirts of Atlanta. So that means I was like 40 minutes away from the city. And so that means I went to a predominantly white school. Therefore, I really didn't have a community when I started my hair business. I had to build an online presence via Instagram when I started this business. So I thought if I made cute enough posts, if my page looked aligned and had the same colors, that was gonna be enough. Y'all, that was not enough. Not enough. Y'all, I even thought I was doing something by adding this pink comb to go with the band. So I was giving them a real good deal. At least I thought I was. But let me tell you, I was so excited. I was like, oh yes, Lace Untouchable, a true glam girl, because my brand was called Glam Like Riley. So I was always really good at branding, but I lacked strategy. I lacked planning. I lacked how to use social media tools like Instagram, like TikTok. So being that I had this amazing product, but no plan, my launch day, it flopped bad. I thought posting a flyer on Instagram and to my family and my friends that follow me on Instagram was going to be enough. But child, that was not enough. So I was just putting in all this work and not getting no real results. And I really had to just sit and ask myself, like, am I doing this right? So when I dropped the band and it fell, y'all, I was like, I don't know what to do. I really was lost. At the time, there was really nobody teaching how to actually have a successful launch. And so I was figuring out everything by myself. And so today in 2025, I know exactly where I went wrong in this launch. I know exactly the things that I need to implement if I was to ever drop a new product. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I have done this again. Like after I dropped this product and that launch failed, I did it again. But now I finally got it because I did the research. I took the time to actually figure out what it takes to actually launch a product, what it takes to actually develop a successful plan and have strategy for a successful launch. So the reality is I really didn't have an audience to warm up the product to. And we'll get into warming up and soft launching later down the video. I didn't understand that you had to have a community, that you had to build hype over a product so you can actually have guaranteed sales. And now seeing where I went wrong 4 or 5 years ago, it has motivated me to really figure out the strategy and the plan and the proper things that I need to put in place when I have a product and I want to launch it to the world, and how to be successful when I want to promote this product. So ultimately, when you have a product, you're going to need a strong brand. You're going to need to have a strong brand presence, okay? So what do I mean by that? So if you are not in a live area like your hometown, your city, wherever you are, like I was 40 minutes away from the city. So the people who I could promote to, they were not my ideal customers. So what I have learned in 2025 is that you have to build a community around your brand and your product. You need to go find who you are targeting and build relationships with them first before dropping any type of product. So who I should have been targeting during this product launch was hairstylists, girls who wear wigs and frontals. So I should have been at salons asking girls, hey, do you need your lace untouchable? Do you want to be a true glam girl? So that's how I should have built a community around this specific product. Secondly, I should have created more video content educating my customers on why my product matters, how to use my product, and the benefits in the long run of them purchasing my products. And thirdly, in the planning process, I should have been getting feedback from my family and friends or my followers on my page and asking them, hey, how can we tweak this product? Hey, how can I make this product better? And then the train. Anyways, the train, y'all. The train. We gotta wait on the train. And so ultimately, developing a launch strategy built off community and trust, because I took feedback and people's opinions and suggestions. And if you're still watching, don't stress out. With these tips, it's going to really help your next product launch. But let me tell you what really helped my product launching and what I know now. So let me break down what really helped me. So after that flop, I had two choices. Let it break me, or learn everything I could and come back smarter. What I changed first was my mindset. I stopped seeing failure as a reflection of my worth or my product's value. Instead, I started treating it like a lesson, a signal that my approach needed work. So, in 2025, here's what I know for sure. A launch isn't just about a product. It's about the people, your community, your audience, your tribe. If they don't know you, trust you, or care about your brand, no amount of marketing can magically create sales. Okay? So what I did next was I learned the power of a soft launch. Instead of dropping a product cold, I tested it with a small group of followers, asked for feedback, made changes based on what they said, and this feedback loop made a difference. And if you're not getting the feedback that you're looking for, go around with your product and ask people, like, hey, start using it in your everyday life if you can. Hey, what do you think about this? I created this. Show off your product and be confident in it. And you'll get real live feedback if you just put yourself out there. So then I developed a clear launch strategy with timeline, warming up my audience, teasing the product, sharing behind the scenes, finally launching with a clear call to action. And if you don't know what a call to action is, that's where you call your specific audience out and bring the attention to your product, to your specific audience. That's the important part. And honestly, the most important thing that I learned through this all was I gave myself permission to be imperfect. I stopped chasing perfect and I started chasing progress. So that's the shift that turned my business around. So if you're watching this and you're feeling like your launch might flop or you're scared to even try, trust me, it's not the end. It's just the beginning of learning how to do it better. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more real talk about entrepreneurship. And let's end this video on this positive note. Remember, every failure is just one step closer to your breakthrough. That was something really important I had to learn. All right, guys. See ya.